Acharya Drone is the last person who a teacher's award should be named after. Just imagine a tribal boy, a prodigy in his own right. What does Drone do to him? First, he refuses to teach him. And when Eklavya decides to master the art himself, out of concern for his star pupil, Drona asks Eklavya to sever his thumb and hand it over as Guru Dakshin.
Well, I have a few things to talk about based on what I read in Dronacharya's books, Mahabharata and Ramayana Part 1 and 2, and a few other Puranas. The first accusation is that Dronacharya refused to teach Eklavya. Well, the thing is, Dronacharya wasn't a freelance tutor, wasn't a private tutor. He was the Rajguru of Hastinapur. That's a serious title. His duty was to solely train the princes of the Kuru dynasty. The accusation too is that when Eklavya mastered archery himself, Drona reminded his thumb as Guru Dakshina. Well, Eklavya himself declared Dronacharya as his guru by worshipping in front of his statue. In the dharmic framework, this creates a Guru-Shishya bond, even without Dronacharya's consent. That bond carries obligations on both sides. Eklavya was himself a Nishad prince, and the Nishads were often standing in opposition to the Hastinapur kingdom. So he was potentially destabilizing a rival to Arjun. This wasn't about Drona being petty. It was about protecting the political order. The accusation is that Dronacharya did it out of fear that Arjun couldn't compete. He didn't trust Arjun enough. Well, Arjun was never insecure himself. He was the most disciplined student. He practiced day and night, even discovering new techniques like shooting in the dark. Drona had promised to make Arjun the greatest archer of his age. This wasn't just personal favoritism, it was a political necessity. Arjun was the crown jewel of the Hastinapur's defense. So the issue wasn't Arjun failing. It was about ensuring that no external rival could challenge Hastinapur's stability. Accusation 4 is that Eklavya joined Jarsan's army because of Drona's unfairness. This actually proves Dronacharya's foresight. Eklavya did ally with Jarsan, but the fact is that, and I'm quoting a few Puranas here, this is not in Vedya's Mahabharata nor in Ganatharji's book. It's mentioned that Eklavya's father himself was a general in Jarsan's army at some point and later became a king in the Nishad clan. So it was always a possibility that Eklavya would join the Jarsan's army. Imagine if Eklavya had maintained his skills. Jarsan's side would have been far stronger, tilting the balance of war towards adharma. Accusation 5 is that Drona could have prevented the war if he had been a good teacher. Instead of calming the fire, he poured ghee on it. Well, the Mahabharata war wasn't born out of Dronacharya's actions. It was born out of Duryodhana's envy, Shakuni's deceit, and the Kaurav's refusal to give even 5 villages to the Pandavas. Even if Dronacharya had taught Eklavya, the rivalry between the Kauravs and the Pandavas and the larger clash between adharma and dharma would have still led to war anyway. The purpose of this video wasn't to spread any kind of hate towards anyone. It was just to clarify some common talked about misconceptions.